Good morning. Well, we had a very eventful weekend, and we come back to more.
There's always more.
Drama.
Always more.
And we're going to start off with our good friend Pete Buttigieg. And guess what? He's speaking out on this audio leak, or these text messages that were leaked on their plans to bomb Yemen while they were bombing Yemen.
Well, let's start there. Apparently, our government is run by a bunch of 16-year-old mean girls. Because the way that we're communicating with each other is apparently the equivalent of using Facebook Messenger.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Obviously, this isn't great. And not only are they using an unsecured app, but they had people in on the chain conversation that aren't even in the government. So not only are you using an unsecured app to send very highly classified information, you are sending it to people that it has nothing to do with. It's the equivalent of a fucking drunk dial with state secrets. These people are so far off the fucking reservation. And these are the same fucking people that lost their shit for 4 years because Hillary Clinton had her own fucking email server, which I will bet you everything that I own was 10,000 times more secure than WhatsApp.
Yes.
Now, that being said, Hillary Clinton needs to take a long walk off a short pier because she's how we got here. But that's another story for another day.
Oh, we will get into that one.
But, again, hypocrisy at its finest. Every accusation is an admission with these people. These people piss and moan about gay people, and then they find them in a bathroom doing gay shit. These people piss and moan about trans people, and then it turns out they're fucking trans people. These people piss and moan about saving the children, and then it turns out they're off somewhere effing kids. This is nothing new. Oh my God, our emails! Meanwhile, these idiots are fucking texting war plans to journalists on WhatsApp. These people... Now, all of this aside, hilarious, dangerous, crazy, wild, but if you remove yourself from it and just big picture it, hilarious. Let these motherfuckers cook. Let them keep being dumb. Let them put their ignorance on full display.
But this is affecting so many of us. Seriously.
But we talked about this the other day.
This is crazy.
It is crazy.
I mean, well, look, I will just have to say this. People, Latins who voted for Trump are now has to leave in 30 days. If you're undocumented or
I don't want to see anyone get hurt. I don't want to see anyone's family get broken up. I certainly don't want to see innocent people shipped to El Salvador and chained to a fucking rock.
What about kids who are left unattended now who have to represent themselves? Like little kids.
Well, they'll be wards of the state, which is a great way to provide cheap labor for McDonald's and frontline soldiers for the wars we're going to inevitably fight. That's what all this is anyway. What do I always say? All of this shit in the system is to keep you where you are. If you're a minimum wage person, they want to keep you a minimum wage person. If you're a $50,000 a year person, they want to keep you a $50,000 a year person. This system is set up to benefit rich people. That's it. Now, the WhatsApp app shit, fucking hilarious. Let these motherfuckers just put their ignorance on display every day. That's what it's going to take to fucking take them down or whatever.
Speaking of accusing people of doing the very things that you're actually doing, let's go back into the election fraud and how Obama's standing up now and saying something. Rosie O'Donnell is standing up and saying something. And you know what? She made a really key point. She said, there has been no other president in history that's ever won every swing state.
Here's what I'm going to say about this.
And yet, he wins every swing state? Okay.
Here's what I'm going to say about this. It is very possible that Donald Trump legitimately won this election because of all the trans rhetoric, because of the state of the price of things, because of low information voters that went out and said, he's going to fix the price of eggs. So I'm not going to sit here and say the election was rigged. I'm also not going to say it's not. I believe as a person who spends an inordinate amount of time out in public, like a lot. I'm out in public every day, all day. It's very possible that Donald Trump could have won the election. Now, to the flip side of that, because every accusation is an admission with these people, and Trump accused everybody else of rigging the election for the past 8 years, yes, it is also very possible that they rigged the election.
But he was on admission saying that he rigged it.
But you have
by
to be,
saying he won.
You have to be careful here, and not you.
Before.
You in there. You guys got to be careful with this rhetoric because it ultimately plays into their hands. Half this country already believes the elections are rigged. They think they're not fair, that Democrats control everything and the deep state and blah, 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 and all this other nonsense. So, if you've already got half the country thinking that the elections aren't fair and they are rigged, and now you can get the other half on board while this dipshit's in power, you'll never have a fucking another election again. So, if you're gonna go after Donald Trump for election fraud, you better come correct. You better have a paper trail a mile long. You better have a folder as high as this fucking house. You better have a dump truck full of fucking hard drives. You better have eyewitnesses, videotape, text message threads. You better have all of it. Because if you don't, he will fucking use this rhetoric against you so fucking fast you'll never get to fucking vote for anything again. You won't get to vote for fucking dog catcher. So you better come correct. Because talking about it ain't shit. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. But there's a plan here. These guys are fucking morons, but they're also evil morons. And there's always another layer. They want you to believe, whether they stole or not, even if they didn't steal the election, they want you to think they did because they don't want to have another election. Steve Bannon's already out on the campaign trail for Trump 2028.
Good God. No.
This motherfucker's running again if he's alive. And honestly, you better hope he's alive because everybody that'll take his place is 1,000 times worse.
No, but you know what? Now that Bernie and AOC are on the campaign trail and this oligarchy,
are good things.
I will say this: if Trump can run for 2028 and he's still alive, then Bernie can, and that guy.
That's fair.
Period.
But here's the thing, you still got Schumer and Pelosi and all these other fucking fossils that would fucking tank him again in a heartbeat.
I hope fucking not.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Why?
Why did they do it the first 2 times? Because all their money and all their power, you still got fucking Chuck Schumer out here fucking rolling over.
Fuck those guys.
Right, fuck those guys, but they're still fucking calling the shots. So, look, not saying he stole it, not saying he didn't, saying be very careful. Because talking about it don't make it true. So if that's what you want to say, be careful. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay.